the sure signs for big bubble formation are the very well-defined edge of the big bubble, and the intraocular pressure should be firm after the big bubble formation, and the burst of the small bubble test. So this is the well-defined edge of the big bubble. It is mandatory to have this well-defined edge when you got the bubble. And this is a small bubble test. When you inject a small bubble in the anterior chamber, you will find the bubble has a kidney-shaped configuration in the periphery of the anterior chamber. This is a case of post-herpetic corneal scar, and I am doing the ALK for it. You watch injecting air in the stroma. And as you see, I have got a very well-defined edge. My first question is this a big bubble? Number one, yes. Number two, no. The answer is yes. But before to say to you this is a correct answer or not, I just want you to watch these two video clips. The first video clip, you see, the tension is still soft. We don't have a hard globe. And when you are confused, you do a small bubble test, you will find the small bubble test is negative. How come it is a big bubble and you have a soft tension and you have a negative small bubble test? So I repeat the question. So this means that there are two signs of big bubble formation are missing. So I will repeat the same question again. Are you still sure it is a big bubble? 1, yes. 2, no. And 3, maybe. So you are hesitant. You are changed your mind from diagnosing as a big bubble. You have now changed your mind and said, most of you said it is not a big bubble. So if you go further, if you go again and inject air, watch carefully. If you inject air, you see now the bubble is here. There is a positive small bubble test. When you inject air again, you will notice that small bubbles are displaced to the periphery of the anterior chamber. So this is a positive small bubble test actually, not a negative one. So it is a big bubble, but it is hidden or collapsed bubble. So we agree now that it was a big bubble. So what was the cause of this confusing situation? Number one, it was an incomplete big bubble. Number two, there was leakage of air after big bubble formation. Number three, the bubble have bursted in the anterior chamber. What do you think the possible explanation for this tricky situation? Yes, I agree with you. There was leakage of air through the injecting tract, as you will see now. You will see, after injecting air, you will see after you are going out with your cannula, you will see the bubble will collapse. You will see, now observe carefully, the air is going out while you are going out with the cannula. And the other clip, when you just put your cannula inside the tract, you will find the air will escape. You see now, when you put your cannula, the air will escape suddenly. So this is a leaking tract. So if you do it in a high magnification, watch this tract. After going out, you will find that this tract is leaking air. So how can we manage this tricky collapsing big bubble? Injecting air in another place, or filling the bubble with a viscoelastic, or leave it as it is? What do you think the proper solution for this situation? Yes, I agree with you because the track is leaking to air, but it is not leaking to viscoelastic. So if you go again and inject a viscoelastic in the track, you will having the big bubble formed and stable because it is very difficult for the viscoelastic to escape through this tiny leaking track. So the solution here is to go and inject your bubble again with a viscoelastic. Another example with the same circumstances, this is a case of a keratoglobus with a very thin, fragile cornea. Injecting air, you watch carefully now. When you inject air in the stroma, you will find this very well-defined edge, you see? And if you do it in slow motion, this is a very well-defined edge, and it will escape. You will notice the air is going out again, and you are confused now whether you have the bubble or not. And you go soft tension, and you go making paracentesis, a small bubble test. You are expecting to be positive, but it will be negative again because the bubble have been collapsed. And if you go again and inject, you will find the bubble is there but hidden. So this again, the leaking track, you see, watch carefully this track. It will leak the air and collapse the bubble. You see? So why it is crucial to recognize such a situation? In ordinary big bubble cases, we go and open the roof by a super blade. But if you go in this type of bubble and you didn't diagnose it, and you will open the roof, you will find this membrane just behind the roof, so you will injure it. So you have to, before opening this hidden bubble, you have to reform it again with a viscoelastic, as I have mentioned. So my take-home message is be aware of this type of rare, tricky big bubble, and watch out carefully for sure signs of a successful big bubble. You have two options to solve this problem. Number one, re-inject the air in another place. Number two, inject a viscoelastic to fill the space of the collapsed big bubble before going and to open your roof. And thank you.